Hello, I'm Foibles and welcome to another episode of Pillars of Eternity, and we are going to go in here and find some acolyte person, I guess. Let's see if we can actually fool anyone. Aloth falters and brings a hand to his forehead. He takes a staggering step forward, coughing and sputtering.
Back, ye clod! Those hooded fiends are nigh to be trusted!
Elf, pull yourself together. It's nothing, I'm fine. This probably isn't the best place to linger anyhow. What the hell is going on with him? Seriously. Ooh. Stuff. You hear murmurs and chants on the other side of the room. A ritual of some sort is already underway. Retreat from the door. For now, I think we will retreat. I will retreat because I want to actually save the game here, I think. Temple of Boudica. This is just so scary. Go into the chamber alone. Let's see what happens here then. Several shrouded figures are lined up across the hooded woman. The figure at the head of the line approaches her, and the woman places her outstretched hand on the stranger's forehead. They stand in a silent communion as you look on. A few moments later, the stranger steps aside and resumes his place in the circle around the statue. The woman turns towards you. You are late, attendant. Even though her face is concealed, you sense her rage in her dangerously low voice and in the sudden silence of the others in the chamber.
I've been waiting on your reports.
Quickly now.
State your name and purpose.
My name belongs to the gods, and my hand to their service.
What company do you seek?
I seek the company of shadows, that our labors may remain secret.
Tell me of your labors.
To see that the crafty Skith and Wilder does not disturb what bones the gods have buried.
How do we know your purpose?
You shall know it by the confession of my tongue, the deeds of my hand, and the oath of my soul.
And how is your oath guarded?
It is sealed by the leaden key.
Welcome, attendant. Tell me of your exploits. Does he wait still?
Does he wait still? What the hell is going on? I don't know.
Did they arrive?
It's uncertain.
Your information shall be relayed. Now, for your next task.
The ruins fade from your mind, and in their place is palimpsest of a neighborhood. Run-down estates are coupled around a cemetery and an ancient tower. Savage shapes prowl the streets, and in the tower a man hunches over a strange mechanism. You can't see him clearly, but there is something unnatural about him.
Stop him. And above all, don't let him meet her.
Aha. The acolyte shows you a door in the base of the tower. A seemingly impenetrable slab of stone and copper, but then she shows you the invisible split between the perfectly matched halves, and you understand how the copper veins convert a command into action. The command comes to your mind a surprisingly familiarity about it. You know how to open the door. Have any questions, attendant? What is this place? This is what remains of the Temple of Boudica. The fires of revolution destroyed everything above us and left the remains abandoned. Perfect for our purposes. Who are you? I am the acolyte, and that is all you need to know. Could I see... No, remind me about the man in the tower. You see palimpsest of neighborhood rundown estates are... Hey, alright. Aha. Farewell. Through Death's Gate, the leaden key acolyte showed me a vision of an ancient in a place of misery and madness. I need to find this agent and discover his or her plan to see if it holds any clues to finding the man I'm searching for. The leaden key acolyte showed me a wealthy neighborhood that also housed misery and madness. There was someone waiting there, a prisoner by choice. If I am to find this person, I need to find this neighborhood. Perhaps the gods will know of it.
I'm here.
Undying heritage. The leaden key showed me a vision of an ancient agent in a place of misery and madness. I need to find this. Aha. Isn't this the same thing? Undying heritage. And the acolyte showed me a vision of an ancient tower in derelict district of Defiance Bay. There was a strange man in the tower working on some kind of machine. I also saw a woman with a scar over her head. I don't know where she is, but I suspect that she holds the key to whatever happened there. The leaden key was interested in this tower for a reason. I need to understand what it does if I'm to figure out their plans. The leaden key acolyte showed me an ancient tower near a cemetery in a neighborhood filled with rundown estates. Following this lead will require locating the tower. Asking around would be a place to start. Perhaps among the patrolling justiciars who would know the city well. The acolyte's vision showed me mysterious ruins somewhere outside Deerford. The leaden key has sent operatives to find the site, though their purpose is unknown to me. I don't know exactly where these ruins are, but perhaps someone in Deerford village does.
Yes?
I wonder what happens if I take stuff from here. I will save and take a look. Because I don't really want to make them mad, but I just wonder if I can... I can loot here. That's interesting. Ooh, there is a cape. Alright, let's take it. So I wonder if I can loot all the stuff here. Like this pot over here and this pot. It's always hard to tell if it is possible to loot this stuff or not. I guess it is possible to loot everything here, so let's do that then. Let's loot away. Scroll of Revival, Berry Garden, Copper Band. Thank you for your contribution.
I'll have this open in no time.
Alright then. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution to the cause. And our stronghold is ready to be upgraded again, so I suppose we could do that. Prestige, gold, hirelings. You must build the barracks to recruit hirelings. Party management, we are not in the stronghold. Let's upgrade something then. Let's see, we have completed these ones, the towers, the south curtain wall, the barracks, the dungeons, the merchant stalls, the training grounds. Generate a random plant every turn in the stronghold treasury. Grant a bonus to stealth upon resting in Bright Hollow. Bright Hollow Court Pot. Well, I guess we should maybe do these barbicans first then. And maybe the towers. So, south. Well, let's do the barbican. 3 days. It seems like that's kind of important stuff.
Hey.
Let's go then. I'm guessing this is a way up. Dun 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 dun. The theme song of Party Rodrigo. Party Rodrigo.
A moment, please. I feel I should explain myself.
Oh, and she has leveled up. Let's level her up then. You are not really... You're not the mechanic stealthy kind of gal. Athletics fine. Greater lay on hands. What does this do? Fueled solely by belief, the paladin is able to heal with the touch of his or her hands, in covering a substantial amount of endurance for the paladin or an ally within range. Grants when paladin defeats an opponent nearby, allows gain endurance. This could be a really good one. On the other hand, well, some of these things could be good too. Of hits converted to crits against targets with low endurance. I see. Penetrating shot, vulnerable, ghost hunter. I think defensive stuff could be good because she is kind of trained the character in new defensive strategies, increasing his or her engagement limit by 1. And what does that do then? Bear's fortitude. Increase the character's fortitude defense. Bold's will. Cautious attack. User. The character attacks from defensive posture, taking care to... I see, this is a model. Weapon and shield style. We are not using a weapon and shield, we are using a greatsword. Reflexes could be good. Allows character to dodge out of the way of physical harm or AoE attacks. Bear's fortitude. Fortitude resists attacks on the internal physical system of the character. Poisoned disease. And so... fortitude, nah. Reflexes wouldn't be too bad, I think. Utility. I don't know about that. Let's take a... The Strange Mercy does seem pretty good though. But I think we'll go for the reflex. I mean, I think she kind of needs some dodge stuff. She needs to be more defensive. She is supposed to be the off-tank kind of character. So let's go with Snake's reflexes. Although halted line, let's go with that instead. It increases his or her engagement limit. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. Let's go with that then.
Hey.
Ghost. Alright then.
Hey.
So I guess we can use that one now. Let's go talk to some justiciars. I'm looking for a neighbor with a town. It's near a cemetery. Best you stop looking then. The place you want is Heritage Hill. You can see the tower over the district walls out that way. But something happened there. They don't let people in anymore, and none of the knights want to be posted anywhere close to it. Steer clear if you know what's good for you. Where are the mad kept in Defiance Bay? Only place around here that takes them in Brackenbury Sanitarium. I've heard that they can treat your soul there, take the madness away, but there's just as many stories coming out of that place that will chill your blood. There's a man, if you want to call him that, Ithelmore there. He is head warden. If you're visiting or checking yourself in, he's the one to talk to. Aha. So we have found... We have found stuff. So... The tower I saw looms above the wall surrounding Heritage. A wall surrounding Heritage Hill. I hope I find the next piece of puzzle there.
Hey.
I see. So let's take a look at the map. Heritage Hill is over that way. I guess we could go and visit the Heritage Hill. Oh, and I remember now, Aloth wants to talk.
About my episode in the Catacombs. There's
Something I should have
told you earlier.
So tell me now. I mean no harm. I thought I could keep it to myself, and that when we resolved the matter of your soul, we would also address my problem.
I also have an awakened soul. But unlike yours, mine is a presence that shares my senses and my skin, making herself manifest at the most unwelcome times.
Huh. He closes his eyes and grits his teeth. His lips quiver and twitch with a vestige of some internal debate. Several seconds later he opens his eyes again. They are watery and bloodshot.
I'm sorry. I've tried to learn to control Isilmir. I've gotten stronger, but so has she.
And tell me about Isilmir.
Heartless, uncouth, a creature of rash impulses and feeble faculties. She wags her impertinent tongue when she should listen. Aye, this one's fit to boil. Hard to get this gaff over anything tisn't to do with books and spell speak.
I have none of her memories. Bereth spared me that much, but her coarse manners and intolerable Hyle-speak suggest a provincial from a very, very long time ago. She tends to surface a hair's breadth from conflict when the fuse has burnt down and teeth are on edge, and when she shows up she doesn't stop to gouge a situation, she just acts. She seems reckless. That's it exactly. You recall the way she goaded those villagers in Gilded Vale. She doesn't think, and she doesn't back down, and trying to suppress that has been my problem for years. Why didn't you say something sooner?
I learned to keep her a secret a very long time ago. Those with awakened souls are shunned, mistrusted. And after your experience with Meowald, I'm certain you can see why. You need to be careful.
Rodrigo, is this going to be a problem?
Merely an annoyance. Although, Defiance Bay is said to have an entire institution dedicated to the study and cure of soul-related ailments. Since our journeys have already brought us to the city, perhaps we could speak with someone there.
Sure. If it is helpful to you, we'll go.
Thank you. This has been a great burden.
Time to get moving. It appears that Brackenbury Sanitarium is our best hope for fighting hell for Aelos. I see. Interesting stuff. So, where is the map right now? Like, where are we in the map? Heritage Hill, Copper Cave, Brackenbury. Well, let's go to this one first then. And see if we can get Aloth cured at the same time, I guess. Move it, men and girls. Move your asses. Awesome. So, Brackenbury. That's that. An exception and superb. Grant bonuses to properties of the item, and yada yada yada, and yada yada yada. And Animancer. Interesting. Let's take a look. The sanitarium was over there on the skiff, Hardet's house, host to Menel, Raymond Manor, and Charred Barrel. Too many variables.
Well met, friend.
Do you mind? I'm rather busy. What are you so busy with? She snaps her book shut. I'm studying soul attachment. We all know that souls move into people at birth and out of them at death, but we still have a lot of questions about what makes them stick, so to speak. What do you mean about making them stick? Souls power bodies and give their tissues life, but only when they're firmly attached. It's separation that leads to a whole spate of soul-related ailments, including the hollowborn. But if we understand how to reattach souls, we could end Waidwin's legacy, maybe even conquer death. That's the theory anyway. Unfortunately, I don't have all of the research I need to put it into practice. What exactly do you need? There's a manuscript called Theorems of Pentagram. It contains research from Pentagram's experiments on detached souls. The Hall of Revealed Mysteries is rumored to have a copy in Elder archives. The theorems could advance my research by leaps and bounds, but Grimda, the High Achievist, worships whale, which means she has some paradoxical views on sharing and restricting knowledge, and since she is not exactly a proponent of animacy, she tends to restrict those kind of information that would be useful to me. I'm sorry to hear that. Look at me spilling my troubles. It's kind of you to listen, but I should really get back to my work. Anything else? I have some questions about theorems of pentagram, such as... Tell me about theorems of pentagrams. Pentagram was an animancer working in the Deerwood. He had some interesting theories about essence and some rather innovative techniques for studying it. He was able to reattach souls to the bodies after death, although he wasn't able to prevent his patients from degenerating. He was controversial, to say the least, but many are starting to realize that he was merely ahead of his time. What do you mean degenerating? Well, there seems to be a tiny problem with reattaching souls after death. The bodies will reanimate and may even retain memories and personality, but they develop a hunger for flesh, living soul infused flesh. Without it, they start to devolve, decaying mentally and physically. If the process goes too far, which it eventually does, they become mindless corpses, attacking anything that moves. We haven't figured out a way to avoid that. And you wonder why Grimda won't share this research with you. That sounds like necromancy. Nonsense. Necromancy is magic, this is science. Why doesn't Grimda lend you the book you need? The Hall of Revealed Mysteries is rather protective of its books, especially the rarer ones, and Grimda in particular, she hates animancy, thinks it's dangerous. I don't see how you can run the greatest library in Deerwood and be so adverse to this spread of knowledge and research. But I've never understood those religious types. Some knowledge is best kept under lock and key. I'd like to know about the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. You'll find it in the Copper Lane district. It's dedicated to the God of Secrets and Revelations. Most importantly, it houses the largest and most expansive library in the Deerwood. What are the Elder Archives? The Elder Archives hold the rarest, most arcane and most powerful texts in Deerwood. Think of it as an inner sanctum of the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Needless to say, you need Grimda's permission to enter. That's all I wanted to ask. Tell me about yourself. I'm an animancer at the sanitarium. Currently I'm researching matters related to Waitwen's legacy. What's Waitwen's legacy? Waitwen's legacy refers to the rise in hollow-born children in the Deerwood in recent years. Some have also connected it to so-called biowags that blow through air gland facades. There's hardly any reliable data on those though, so I can't really comment. I don't much care for the term Waitwen's legacy. It reeks of superstition, but it's too prevalent to change at this point. Personally, I would like to see people take more methodical approach to these matters rather than throwing up their hands and blaming the gods. Huh, I'll leave you alone, thank you. That's very interesting stuff. In any case, I have to take a break here. Thank you for watching, and in the next episode we shall go into this sanitarium and look for stuff. So yeah, I hope if you like the video, then please do click the like button and subscribe to my channel. It would really help out a ton and I would appreciate it a lot. And most of all, I hope I see you in the next episode. You have a nice day. Bye bye.